Okay, on the radio side, we're going to go in 1 minute and 15 seconds. 1:15. 1 minute from 3, 2, 1, mark. 1 minute. Good evening and welcome to Viking Field. Randy Adams, Fast David, and coverage of the Mazama High School Vikings on CBS Sports Radio The Winner and Table Rock Sports. It's time for football once again on this Friday night. Before we go any further, I want to begin the broadcast by remembering a dear friend and a broadcast colleague, David Walker from the OSAA, a guy that I have done literally hundreds of games with. I would say over 100 to be sure. But David passed away this past Monday. I received a text from him last week telling us he was listening and watching as we all broadcast a football game here in Southern Oregon. He followed that with a compliment, and that's the kind of guy he was. He was always encouraging. Little did I realize that would be the last communication between us. We spoke often. In fact, just a month ago, he facilitated getting hotel rooms for our broadcast crew in Coos Bay, which is his hometown, as Mazama and Crater played at Marshfield and North Bend, respectively. We had a hard time securing rooms due to the holiday. Oregon was still mostly smoked in, and people were escaping and flocking to the coast. It took one phone call, and by afternoon's end, we had rooms. If you've listened or watched any OSAA events in the past 35 years, you've no doubt heard David Walker. His passion for play-by-play was obvious. To him, this was also fun. He was good enough to do a tremendously professional job and be so relaxed that the rest of us would follow suit. They call that leading by example. I'll never forget his graciousness. Back in the mid-1980s, David, Mike Gallagher, Terry Johns, and myself were selected by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters to be the crew to work the 26-game, 5-day 3A tournament at the Salem Armory. It was in my mid-20s, living in Medford back then, and this was my first tournament. David not only made me feel welcome, he was encouraging and inspired us all the entire week. I was honored and humbled to be chosen to broadcast that year's title game. That was a decision made by David, the crew chief. It would be difficult to say just how many games we did work together. Football, basketball, baseball games, the OSAA took over the management of the broadcast, and David was the natural choice to assist with the transition. Through David, I made lifelong friends, people like Ron Nance at KMHS, David's brother Steve, Matt Rickert, John Warren, Mike Gallagher, Mark Bailey, Eric Olson, Matt Jarvis, and many others. All are standouts in their own right. We all connected as often as time would allow. David was the ultimate storyteller. I marveled at the memories he shared from the days on the road covering ball games all of those years. One year as KVAL-TV's main anchor, they sent the crew for a week of reporting to El Paso to cover the Ducks in the Sun Bowl. He spun a yarn about a song from Marty Robbins that included the story of a man and a woman in Rose's Cantina. David wanted to know if it was real, and it was. He found the place and did a story from there. And he told it in true David Walker fashion. But to be clear, his talents could have taken him far from the OSAA and Oregon Prep Sports. David was a finalist for the Indiana Pacers play-by-play job in the NBA. He also filled in on the Oregon Sports Network broadcast for the Ducks as well. He was the most genuine person I think I've ever known. He wasn't just a friend to those associated with the OSAA. He was an ambassador, a symbol, a legend. It's my opinion that he will be impossible to replace. Those like me that had the honor and the privilege to work with him should consider ourselves most fortunate. David Walker.
Very well spoken, Mr. Adams.
Very, very dear friend of mine. Been a tough week. But we've got football and
we've got homecoming.
We've got homecoming here
tonight.
I
got some ladies outside the window here that are just banging it. This is what it's all about.
Well, we have another night for football that's not too bad. A little bit chilly tonight and some clouds in the air. We'll come back with more and get started here as we get the Vikings and North Valley underway on homecoming night. 2011. I've tried to give us an extra year there, Dave. We're back in 1 minute.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Going to go ahead and take another 1 minute break down the line. We're a few minutes away from kickoff, and the flip of the coin out at midfield will come back after this 1 minute break.
Your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
The Mazama Pep Band with the rendition of the national anthem here at Viking Field. As the Vikings with homecoming night, we're going to try to carry some of the homecoming festivities downstairs. If the audio is good enough, we'll have a good video shot of it for you. So for those that want to see the homecoming court,
absolutely,
we will provide that to our viewers and listeners tonight. Where can you find us, you ask? If you have done so already, congratulations, but we are at TableRockSports.net on the video side. The radio side, 106.5 FM on the dial, or 1240 AM. And you'll also find us at KlamathRadio.com, streaming the audio live at CBS Sports Radio The Winner. Mazama and North Valley, between the two teams, the better record belongs right now to North Valley. They are 4-1, 5-1 if you take into account that they won a 1-0 forfeit last week against Klamath Union.
Well, as we all know, the records don't mean a whole lot when you play the Vikings. Just ask the Hornets.
Well, last week, Henley getting their first loss of the season. They came back last night, by the way. The Hornets playing last night at Hill O'Brien, and they won their homecoming game 49-6, the final score against Phoenix. Klamath Union also playing at home tonight, across town at Modoc Field. They are hosting Hidden Valley. That is where we will be next week, over in Murphy, with Mazama and North Valley. It'll be another artificial surface that we get to play on next week, but they haven't finished the rest of the stadium quite yet. So get used to Quonset huts. Is that what they call those?
That's what they're calling them now.
That's what they're calling them now.
We'll be in the little hut. But it's all good. We'll bring it to you here on Table Rock Sports and 1240 The Winner.
CBS Sports Radio. Duck football is taking a break this week. It's their bye week, and boy, did they need it with all the injuries they have. Both teams in the middle of the field, captains going through things, and let's see who gets the football first. Sometimes, Hidden Valley's going to get the ball to start, and we'll get underway here at Viking Field. Temperature low 50s. Expecting lows probably in the upper 30s by the end of the night.
Well, I dressed and I'm prepared this time. I was getting a little business from some of the folk that saw us up on the riser last week because I was there in my shorts and it's 37 degrees. Gullickson, you lived here 40 years. You haven't figured out how to dress for it yet?
And, we were talking before the ball game, you and I, how things change so much in just a few short weeks. How warm it was in our first couple of ball games. You were wearing, I think you had sunscreen on. You looked like you were going on vacation to Hawaii. Trace Horton will kick things off for the Vikings. Kicking it from left to right on your screen. The Vikings in the home blue with the blue pants, white helmets, cardinal and corn for the North Valley Knights. Similar to the colors of the USC Trojans, as Horton's kick is high and over end. And will be bobbled all the way back to the 1 yard line. Boy, the Vikings' pursuit's going to break them all the way down to the 3. Tough break there for North Valley to start the football game. Almost a safety to start the football game, to be honest with you, as Jalen Jenkins bobbled that opening kick. We saw Henley do that a couple of times last week, giving up not one but 2 kickoff fumbles on returns, one which was almost immediately turned for a touchdown. Mazama's 41-14 victory over the Henley Hornets.
That was a crazy Friday night. We got another one starting off right now.
1st and 10 from the 2 yard line. Mazama could not have wanted any more out of that kickoff. Penalty flag before the first play of the game. Wait for this to sort out. Most times when you have one that quickly, it's an equipment violation.
The intimidation factor runs high tonight.
North Valley usually running out of a pistol, but they're back so far up into their end zone that they're going to try to run it out. They'll hand it up and not get much. Hey, we'd like to say hello to Amber Lease, who is on her way on a ferry to Vancouver Island University, where she's finishing up her college education. I guess she's tuned our way tonight.
Well, good. Hi, Amber.
Hope things are going well for you, Amber.
She's a good kid. And that's a beautiful place to go to school, too.
You know, she's an all-Canadian basketball player, by the way. Second down, they're going to keep it right on the ground with a quarterback sneak and try to get themselves out of jail. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. And it'll be third down. Jaden Twiddell. Jaden Twiddell, the quarterback. Unfortunately, the OSAA, or North Valley in particular, did not list height or weight. I can only tell you he's a junior. Going to go back to throw on third down. Nope. Play.
It looked like they were dropping back, but that was just Mazama pushing the runner backwards.
The infamous pole down here got in my way on that last. It'll be fourth down. My apologies. You had a better shot at it than I did. Fourth down. North Valley's going to have to punt from their own end zone and the back of their own end zone.
And his left foot is just inside the end line.
As you can see, if you're watching it on the video, the blue and white checkered end zones painted tonight for homecoming. Ball returned from the 40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, and then down into the end zone. Touchdown, Mazama.
Well, that's a way to start off a game. No offensive plays, and you got by a touchdown.
Aiden Kent with a 41-yard touchdown return. And the Mazama Vikings have already jumped on the board with a 6-0 lead. And they haven't even run an offensive play.
Go Vikes. It's a way to start off your homecoming game.
One of the most sure-footed kickers in Southern Oregon is Trace Horton. He will attempt the extra point. Monteith will hold. Good snap, good placement. Kick is good. We're underway, and it's a good start for the Mazama Vikings. A 41-yard punt return by Aiden Kent. It is 7-0 Vikings. We're back after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and KlamathRadio.com, along with TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Sherm's Thunderbird Market has been serving Southern Oregon for over 50 years. We are thankful and proud to be able to say that our employees are like family, and we certainly couldn't serve Southern Oregon so well without them.
I love my job, and what better place to work than for the people who care about you and your community.
We really are treated more like family rather than just employees.
Our loyal customers make my job fun and more enjoyable.
Sherm's is now hiring. Go to our website to see what positions are available.
Returning to action here at Viking Field. Kick a little shorter than the opening kickoff. Returned for fairly good field position by North Valley. Up to about their own 35-yard line. Identical to where it would be if, say, Trace Horton would have kicked that out of bounds. So after a 3-and-out, we'll see what North Valley does now with Twiddell coming up under center, sending a man in motion to the near side. He'll roll back and look to throw.
That was a great play.
Moving the chains.
Dropped the ball.
Right out of bounds at the marker. Looks like that's a first down.
No, I don't think he completed the pass.
He did not complete the pass?
Nope.
Again. I think we're going to have to see if we can turn this glare off in here, too. Difficult to see with that glare and the pole right there. Second down, for me anyway. I'll just get up on your shoulders. That work for you?
There's a mental image we don't want to paint.
I don't think so. Tied into the far side of the formation on second down. They'll give it up to Nate Love.
Picks up a couple.
Not much. And it will be third down. Third down and about 9. Vikings already with a 7-0 lead after the punt return, a 41-yard punt return by Aiden Kent. Rolling back near side this time, going to be hit for a loss is Twaddell. Viking off defensive line all over him in another 3 and out for North Valley, and it might be a long night for the Knights.
It was great downfield coverage, and the Mazama defensive line was just all over him instantly.
8:51 left in the opening quarter. Brody Hubble making the tackle. And we'll see what they do with this one. See if they're going to punt it right at Kent or keep it away from him this time. They're going to go right at him once again. It's a high end-over-end kick. Beautiful kick. Return from the 37 of Mazama to the 40. The 45 up to the 50-yard line. And Kent goes out of bounds around the 42.
Nice return.
Good field position for Mazama from that juncture. 1st and 10 at the 42. Let's see what the first offensive possession for the Vikings can muster here with sophomore quarterback Tyson Van Gastel, who last week threw 3 touchdown passes, something we didn't expect. The Vikings had been scoring mainly on the ground all year, but we also didn't expect to see the full house backfield last week either.
And that worked well for the Vikings.
It really did. Now, right as I say that, they've got the wing formation in there. First down. Going to go straight up the middle and a big run. Here's Heaton. He's down the sideline. Zeke Heaton? Is that? No, Trevor Anderson.
Wow. Not a very highly descriptive term, but wow. Good.
2
great.
plays, 2 big plays, and it's 13-0 already. Whoops. Yours truly, running the controls on the scoreboard tonight, just gave the touchdown to the wrong team. That'll get me a week in jail. The extra point is good by Trace Horton.
That happens to the best of us. I was racing my dirt bike over the weekend, and I didn't start one moto. I went back to check the scores because I went in and did one lap. They gave me the win. I had to thank them, but I says, no, that's not quite. So you're in good company, Randy.
14-0 Mazama. We're back in a minute.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Trevor Anderson with a touchdown for Mazama to make it 14-0. Mazama has run 1 offensive play and they've got 2 touchdowns.
That's a heck of a ratio.
I think most coaches in the nation would take that right now.
What kind of percentage is that?
Vikings with a great start here in this one. Horton on the kickoff for Mazama kicked it out of bounds, and so it'll be another start at the 35-yard line for Twiddell and the Knights, down by 2 scores. They manhandled Cresswell, a 3A school, last week in a non-league game. Going to sweep to the near side of the line of scrimmage. It's pretty good yardage there for Leo Friedman. It'll be close to first down yardage, run out of bounds near the Mazama sideline. Not out of bounds, just about got there, those. 7:50 left in the opening quarter. And it's all Mazama.
An understatement if there ever was one.
So far. Hard to believe we're so new into this game. Try to go the opposite way with a run this time. Same player. And no gain for Freeman there. Leo Friedman, sophomore running back. That'll bring up third down at about 4. Tom's just been itching to ring that bell tonight on that third down thing, hasn't he? He's just waiting to run that.
Hey, if I had the button for the bell, I'd be banging on it too.
Twiddell is in the shotguns, got receivers to both sides and slots. He'll drop back, throw, hit a man, and dropped. Intercepted by the Vikings. And no, they said it was dead.
No, it hit the ground.
Said it was dead.
Play though, he was right on the receiver, knocked it away.
That will make it fourth down. 3 and out for the third consecutive time for the North Valley Knights. And once again, the Vikings will get their hands on the old oblong football that we describe every Friday night to you.
Old and oblong. I think I resemble that remark.
Thanks to Table Rock Sports viewers and subscribers to the YouTube channel, over 250,000 views and counting, and closing in on 1,500 YouTube subscribers. Thank you all from Table Rock Sports, Win Broadcasting, and Mazama Viking Football. Huff to kick from his own 25-yard line. Aiden Kent with one punt return already. Set to try to return. Clock is stopped with 6:48 left in the first quarter. Mazama already leading this one 14-0 on Homecoming 2021. We do have a penalty flag.
Or not.
I guess we don't. Take that back. Thought we had one there.
Here we go.
Huff finally going to kick from the 25. Left-footed kicker. Good boot. Ball dropped by Kent. And he'll have to fall on it. He's a little upset about that. First time tonight the Vikings have a miscue, but no harm, no foul. You still held on to the football.
Absolutely. It's our ball, and it's time to see what we can do as far as putting some kind of a drive together.
Well, we'll get Tyson Van Gastel will have an opportunity maybe to work on the passing game a little bit already with a 2-score lead. 14-0.
Those instant touchdowns are fun, but let's see what the Vikings can do.
6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Aiden Kent with a 40-yard punt return. Trevor Anderson with a 42-yard run into the end zone. Vikes set up in the full house backfield on this occasion. And we'll run to the left-hand side. Picking up a couple. Second down and 2. You think they can hear Tom in Sacramento tonight? He's pretty loud down there.
You give a man an amplifier and some speakers, and he'll take on the world.
Full house backfield, double tights from the far side hash. There's first down territory. And more as the Vikings hand it up to Trevor Anderson. No, it was Zach Gailey getting off the bottom of the pile. Brian Gailey, or rather Brandon Gailey, son of Brian Gailey. First down, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Ball now spotted in the middle of the football field. 5:42 left, opening quarter. Mazama leading it by a score of 14-0. Van Gastel back to throw on first down. Hits a man open down the left flank, and it's complete. Another Mazama first down as Brody Hubble makes the catch. Talked to Jamie Hubble, his dad, before the ball game. He was always jovial. I like that about Jamie. He's a jovial guy.
Used to call him the hub when he was playing all the sports back in the day.
1st and 10 at the North Valley 43-yard line. 5:18 left, opening quarter. Double tight and a full house backfield formation. Van Gastel going to keep it on the design quarterback sweep to the near side. And he'll advance the football to about the 40-yard line. Tackled near the Mazama sideline. And it'll be second down. David and I came into the Viking field tonight, and neither one of us had cash on us. We were hoping to get in the chicken poop bingo game.
Well, I must admit I am carrying cash, but I had no intention of buying a chance at the chicken poop game. I'll just donate to the cause.
Up the middle on this, the play is Anderson. He'll advance it a few more, and it'll be third down. And about 4 for Mazama. Ball at the 35-yard line. Mazama leading it 14-0. Knocking on the door here. Again with 4:10 left. First quarter. Van Gastel quick snap. Going to give it to Kent, I think, or is that Anderson again? Anderson, Trevor Anderson. First down yardage down around the 30. And in case you didn't know, that's first down Vikings.
That's first down Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Mazama moving it almost at will. They've had a great start to this football game. Couldn't have asked for a better start in homecoming, right?
Absolutely.
Up the middle, the ball goes again. And another 5 yards in a cloud of dust. That was Van Gastel on the quarterback keep this time. And it will be second down. Second and 5, ball at the 27. Far side hash, open field to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Penalty flag on the play.
I was almost going to be a prognosticator. I was going to say, watch the right side of North Valley's line. They've been going quick the last 2 plays.
False start will be the call against Mazama. So 5 yards back, the football will go.
That little flinch they've been doing caught the Vikings off guard.
And sometimes it's a cadence, and somebody, all they have to do is move an inch, which then moves the defense. And so you've got to be careful with that. Second down at 10, lost 5 yards, it gained a moment ago on the ground. Stacked right up there for no gain. Trevor Anderson again. But he ran into a wall of white jerseys, white, cardinal, and corn.
Cardinal and corn. I like that.
I only repeat what I know to be true. Actually, I looked it up on the OSAA website. That's how I knew it was cardinal and corn.
And that's why we are known as the pros from Dover. Third
down 9. Going to go up the middle again. Bigger hole, but not enough to get the first down. Trevor Anderson gets about half of what he needed. It'll be 4th down and about 4, maybe 5. Scoreboard says 4.
Voices from beyond have verified it's 4th and 4.
I usually wait till about Wednesday before I try to hear things again after a home football game. 4th down and 4, 27. Vikes are going to go for it. They've got a double wing formation now. The wing in motion. Here's the pass from Van Gastel out on the flat. Incomplete.
The defense had a better chance at that catch than the offense did.
Aguilar, the intended receiver. Turnover on downs. So the Vikings move the ball down the field, but they are not able to get points on the board on that last possession. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the visiting North Valley Knights from Merlin, Oregon. Be interesting to see what the OSA does about the new 4-year plan coming up. This may be the last time they play North Valley in a league game for a while.
Really?
Twiddell coming up to the line of scrimmage, but doesn't get the snap off. There's a penalty flag in the backfield. And that will make it 1st and 15. It's a 5-yard penalty assessed against North Valley. North Valley and Hidden Valley may move to a 3A league next year, with Mazama picking up Ashland and Eagle Point if they go to 5 classifications. Mazama staying in 4A. Here's a pass out on the right flat, incomplete. Twiddell overthrowing his receiver, 2nd down. The alignment, if they go to a 5 classification as opposed to 6 as they have it now,
right,
would move Ashland and Eagle Point into a league with Klamath Union, Mazama, Henley, and Phoenix. Those would be the teams in the new classification, or the new 4-year plan. I like it in a lot of ways.
I think it sounds great.
Less travel for the teams. Ashland and Eagle Point, a whole lot easier to get to sometimes in the Valley schools. They'll keep the ball on the ground and not get much. 3rd and 19, Leo Friedman, the carrier there. But the other alignment would keep the skyline as it is if they keep it to 6 classifications, but there will be a change no matter what. Brookings Harbor would join the Skyline Conference and be the 7th team next year, so a new twist. North Valley takes a timeout, and we will take one as well. 14-0 Mazama. We'll come back after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, God! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Pass complete. Met by Yancey as soon as he caught the ball.
Sam Campos makes a catch.
Brings up 4th down.
on a screen pass from Twiddell. All over him was Yancey. With the tackle, it'll be 4th down.
He had nowhere to go. Yancey was right on the spot.
Brody Huff will punt once again. Well, the scoreboard says 4th and 20. Yard marker says 4th and 20. They're going to let the clock run out. That's what's going on. Into the first quarter here at Viking Field. All Mazama after 1. The score, Mazama 14 and North Valley nothing. Back in a minute.
Gather and memories are made. Pep Rock Northwest Grill.
I believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, to get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
North Valley with the punt to start the second period, returned at the 48-yard line for Mazama, and out of bounds on the North Valley sideline after a good return.
Run back.
Believe that was Gailey.
Bucks take over. 1st and 10 on the 25.
1st and 10. No, that was Tanner Wood. Tanner Wood on the return for Mazama. I saw the 4, thought I saw 1 with it, but that was Tanner Wood. Good return. 1st and 10 for Mazama at the North Valley 25-yard line. And they keep the ball to the left-hand side on 1st down on the ground.
Wood, the ball carrier. Pick up 3 yards, brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down at about 7.
Tanner's looking good tonight.
Well, he's touched the ball twice in a row. He doesn't normally get a lot of playing time on the offensive side of the ball. It's good to see him out there tonight. Here's a pitch. No, fake pitch, and they go inside to Anderson. Good fake from Tyson Van Gastel on the cell. Picks up a few more yards inside.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Always helps when you have one tackle at 280 pounds and another one at 300 on your team.
Roll them.
You're telling the other guys out there, you almost know what's coming. All you have to do is know how to stop it. 3rd down and 2. Near side hash, full house backfield. Keep it on the ground again for a 1st down carry, and Moore still on his feet, maybe into the end zone. Touchdown! He snuck through everybody.
He did. Wove his way around the right side and stood up, walked right into the end zone. And a beautiful end zone it is. I like the checkers for homecoming. This is awesome.
20-0 Mazama as we're just underway in the second period. Trace Horton to attempt the extra point out of the hold of Brendan Monteith. Good snap. Kick perfect. It is good. Mazama 21. And North Valley nothing. We're back in a minute.
Your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes! Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, The show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
It's all Mazama so far.
The understatement of the evening, Mr. Adams.
21-0. Trace Horton to kick from right to left. High end over end, but not very deep. Fielded at the 15 and the return to the 20, 25, 30. And around the 31-yard line is where that will be down. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the North Valley Knights, who I don't believe, I could be mistaken, but I don't think they've had a first down here yet tonight.
They have not had a first down.
Shows you how tough this Mazama defense has been. And really, with the 21-point lead, Mazama's offense has not been on the field much. They've had big plays on all 3 touchdown runs. One was a punt return. Twaddell will give it up on first down up the middle and a little running room, but not much.
Ran into a wall of Vikings at that point.
Second down.
2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And 8. Many games were played around the state last night, including the Henley win over Phoenix. Kind of update some of those scores for you at halftime when we can. Man in motion behind the quarterback, Twaddell. Give it to that side. No running room there again.
Brought down into the backfield. Loss of 3 on the play.
And there's a loss of 3 yards. North Valley Knights didn't dress down very many players for tonight's game. I think I counted 24.
Yeah, the mindset right now, being down 21-0, homecoming. We'll see if the Knights can show some mental strength here and put a drive together.
5 and 25.
Obvious passing down, I think, here on third down as he sent a man in motion. Twaddell going to roll to the near side of the line of scrimmage. Look downfield, throws, has a man, but it's intercepted at the 47-yard line by the Vikings. Brandon Gailey intercepts the football and brings it all the way back to the 30. Take away Mazama.
Absolutely fabulous.
And they will have a great opportunity to punch in their 4th score here, deep in North Valley territory. Ball was underthrown a little bit by Twaddell.
And Gailey reacted just perfectly.
He did. Gailey read that very well. So it is a 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Tyson Van Gastel, the sophomore, had his team out ready to roll. Penalty flag on the play as well. That came right at the end of the play.
Penalty against the Knights.
I didn't see the call. Did you see what they called there?
I think that when the Knight that made the tackle came up, he got a little bit aggressive while his man was on the ground and gave us even better field position.
Here's a ball given to, I believe, Tanner Wood. It's either Wood or Gailey. He went to that side. Good gain up the middle from the right side. I think that was Gailey. And it'll be second down. Have an extra long homecoming halftime tonight.
Should be fun.
But a running clock after 35 points as the second half starts. If that this game evolves as it looks like it might, as Trevor Anderson gets the carry there. Advancing the football a little closer to the fourth score of the game for the Mazama Vikings. Second quarter, 8:04 left. Mazama leading at 21-0.
Ball's on the 6, and they can still pick up a first down if they don't punch it in on this play.
Gailey back there with Wood and Anderson.
That guy's been jumping all game, and he finally got called.
This going to go against Mazama? Nope, going to go against North Valley. Penalty flag. A little bit of motion on offside, actually, on coming across the line there on the Knights, one of the defensive linemen. So now the Vikings need 1 yard for a first down.
We got the first down.
We got the first down with that 5?
First and goal.
Okay. Good to know. This one's straight up the middle. Touchdown, Mazama.
Brandon Gailey.
Brandon Gailey into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Sweet. That works out well. Listen to the Viking faithful, especially this gal right down here.
It's fun that you're having that opportunity to get some of these guys into the end zone that haven't done it so much this year. Gailey, one of those guys. Trace Horton's extra point kick is up.
It's good.
And good. 28-0 Mazama. 7:49 left. Make it 42 left in the first half. We're back in a minute.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
28-0 Mazama. Trace Horton will kick. 7:43 left in the second quarter. Mazama scored on a punt return after holding North Valley 3 and out on their opening drive, and it has been nothing but Mazama since. They have dominated this football game. Here's a kick that rolls into the end zone. Touchback. And it'll be 1st and 10 for North Valley to the 20-yard line. Their own 20-yard line to start this possession. Next week, the Mazama Vikings will be on the road.
Where are we going, Randy?
We're going to Hidden Valley.
All righty then.
Have you seen it lately? Nobody can find it. It's hidden. No, it's a terrible pun.
No, I've never heard that pun before.
It's a great...
I don't get out much.
Great matchup between two teams who really wanted to play in the spring, and they could not. Hidden Valley should give Mazama a very good game over the hill. Friday night, 7 o'clock, here on TableRockSports.net and Win Broadcasting CBS Sports Radio, the winner.
We'll be there. We hope you are too.
Jaden Twiddell on first down, going to get it to the near side. They'll pick up some yardage there, about 3 or 4 yards.
He worked for that, and he got slammed when he hit the ground.
It will be second down. Second down and 5. Hank Dumas on the carry for North Valley. Second down and 5 at the 25. Twiddell hands it up. Big loss there. Mazama reads that well. Leo Friedman on the carry there. It will be third down and 5.
Third and 10.
Excuse me, I'm looking at... right. Third down 10. 6:34 left until our extra long halftime. Some of it we will carry live, the homecoming court, once they get them all out here in the vehicles.
You better.
We'll carry some of that live on the radio and on the internet with the video stream. So if you're at home and you want to see the homecoming court, just stay tuned. Back to throw is Verdell on third down, Twiddell rather, and he throws it away. As Brody Hubble.
Lots of pressure on the quarterback.
Yep.
Let it go
right
a little
there.
too high. Strung his man out up in the air.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 6:10 left in the first half. 28-0 Mazama. They're going to get their hands on the football here again. So far, we've seen Anderson score, we've seen Aiden Kent score, and we have seen Brandon Gailey score, right?
Yep.
One of them has scored twice, but Vic Lease giving opportunities to others. Tanner Wood has been on the backfield for much of the second quarter. Ball kicked out of bounds. Brody Hubble was set to return, but they keep the kick away from him.
Both programs are obviously on a different level, but give credit to Coach Lease and his crew for just having a fantastic game plan. This first half has just been totally dominated by Mazama.
It's great local businesses that keep games coming for you, like Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, Avista Utilities, and Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Live streams don't happen without sponsor partners, and they don't happen that way on the radio either. Sure, and when you're listening on the radio or watching on the computer, support the sponsors you see and hear about every week. First down 10, Mazama goes straight up the middle with the football. Trevor Anderson with a carry, picking up good yardage, about 8 yards. Second down. Our thanks as well go to Harry Mock out at Power Pack Rental and Sales, now with 2 locations in Medford and Klamath Falls, providing us a boom lift last week. Looks like we may have to use one again later in the season. So, Harry, we're going to send you much love every week because you're one of the best. Second down and short. Vikings will pick up the first down on the ground. Just enough. Brandon Gailey pushed back at the last moment, but I think forward momentum will get him the first down and move the chains. For almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass supports local schools and communities.
Gailey did a good job of holding on to that ball because when they stood him up, they were doing their best to tear it out of his hands. And he double-fisted it, did a great job.
Into North Valley territory at the 48-yard line. Vikings on 1st and 10, going to be losing some yardage for the first time in a while. Gailey pushed back behind the original line of scrimmage. And it will be second down. .445 left. I was very, very apprehensive to do what I did tonight, David.
gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
I believe in the bus system. They have always been there for my wife, and I know that she feels safe.
For me, riding the bus is a norm.
Other big cities have bus systems, and everybody rides the bus.
Having RBTD, just a bus stop away from my job, from my school, from my house, allowed me to be able to go to college, get my 3 degrees, and still be a mom.
Your daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At 3 o'clock, Carter's campaign for class president will go live. His platform?
Thirsty for change?
Juice boxes for all. At 4, Liz will bid online and win.
Yes!
Which is why at 2, I'm down the street preparing for the storm. So no matter what, the show will go on.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Just about ready to start the third quarter. Before we do, we've got some baseball scores to pass your way.
I don't know if anybody got to sit around like I did today. There were 4 games going on today. Astros took it from the White Sox and go up 2-0 over in Houston. Brewers won a close one over the Braves, 2-1. Red Sox 14-6. I had no clue. I left before that one got over. And Giants fans rejoice in the 6th inning. You're up over the Dodgers, 2-0.
All right, lots of people watching that Dodger-Giants series. It's odd that the Giants win the division by a game, but the Dodgers are the favorite in Las Vegas, which is kind of unusual.
Just win, baby.
It's going to be a good postseason, and looking forward to some great baseball down the stretch. 35-0 is our score here at Viking Field as we get set for the second half kickoff. Mazama will get the football to start the second half of play. It was a quick first touchdown for Mazama. Came less than a minute and a half left or gone in the first period. I believe it was 10:30 left when they scored the first time. And
everything was quick in the first half.
It just snowballed from there. North Valley has really had no answer. I believe the Knights only picked up 1 first down the entire first half of the football game. Right, the Vikings will wait for the kickoff. And again, we will have a quicker second half because of the running clock. The only time the clock will stop is when there's a score, when there's an injury. Otherwise, it runs. Incomplete pass, it'll continue to run for the remainder of the ball game. This is a very short kick. Not going to give Mazama a chance. Almost did North Valley fall on it?
Well, they say so.
They say they do, and yes. Man, look at that. They came out and surprised the Vikings there with a little pooch kick to start the second half. Wow. And they executed it. And when you can do that,
well, that shows
gives you some momentum
to come out after a half that they've been through, and they're fired up, and they run a play that we're not expecting, and they make it happen.
I know last week.
Hats off to them.
I know last week the Vikings led 21-0 at halftime against Henley, and Henley came down, showed some fortitude, came right down on that first possession of the second half, and scored a touchdown. Made it 21-7 at that point. First down, a little screen pass from Twiddell is short and did not hit the intended target, incomplete.
His man was wide open, too. He was just thrown at his ankles.
Second down. You know, things have changed since you and I were in high school, David.
Have they really, Randy? Elaborate on that.
In a lot of ways. I remember our homecoming games. We'd have homecoming, and then we'd go to pizza like 10:30 at night, and all the pizza parlors were busy back then. Can't find one that's open anymore that late in Klamath Falls. It's Twiddell on second down.
Stuffed in the backfield.
Going to be knocked for a loss. It'll be third down. Yeah, the night was just young when the game was over. Still went out for pizza and had time to drive around town.
Those were the days, my friend.
Now it's a lot of video game playing.
Well, I liked when the band was playing, and they were playing an oldie from 1999.
Yeah. Yep.
I have T-shirts older than that.
I definitely have T-shirts older than that myself. 3rd and 16, man in motion to the far side. Going to keep it out of the shotgun and take it straight up the middle. The quarterback, Twiddell, does, and he doesn't get much.
No, he paid for that one.
Got a good stick at the end. It'll be fourth down.
Yancey with the stop.
It's Daniel Yancey. Starts on both sides of the ball. Unlike many years in the Mazama Viking past, a lot of these players are now going both way. Mazama, for a long, long time, had 17, 18 different starters. Not so much this year. A little bit short in numbers. Fourth down and 16. North Valley says, let's go, and they do. And there's an interception by the Vikings at the 31-yard line. And to the far side of the field. Ball was intercepted by Brody Hubble. Playing center field, if you will, there for the Vikes.
And did a great job.
And with the clock running, 8:43 left, Mazama's going to come out and run some plays here, see what their offense can do.
Great field position just inside the 50.
And it's got to be a little bit frustrating for Vic Lease, who knows that he's got to work on the passing game a little bit, but you don't want to look like you're
you don't want to be too much
running
in your
it
face.
up. Yeah, it's 35-0. I doubt you'll see Van Gastel go up top much here in the second half. They give it to Anderson to go up the middle, and he picks up a couple. It will be second down. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit EyeCareSouthernOregon.com to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can help keep your family's vision clearly focused. Second down and 9 for the Vikings at the North Valley 48-yard line. Far side hash, open field to the near side. We'll give it to Gailey. He's into the secondary. He's down the sideline now. Touchdown. He may go. Touchdown, Mazama.
Wow.
He got some speed to the outside.
Got some blocks, and North Valley has nothing for him.
Brandon Gailey with his second touchdown run of the evening, making it Mazama 41 and North Valley 0. The extra point pending. See if Zeke Heaton can make it 6 for 6 here on the PAT tries. It's down, it's up, and it's good.
Another one.
42-0, Mazama with the lead. We're back in a minute on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
(42-0) now, the Vikings with the lead. They score after their third play from scrimmage. Or was it their second? I think their second play from scrimmage in the second half.
Exactly.
So the clock does stop until the ball is kicked. Stops after a score. But not much else. You'll see that running clock. North Valley return from their own 5. They'll cut it to the outside, then try to come back in. And the Vikings read it well. Pushing the ball return man back to about the 15. See where the spot ends up, though. It might be a little further up than that.
First contact was right around the 20.
Yep, 20-yard line. That was 5 yards behind it. 8:25 left, third quarter.
The return man did a great job of holding on to that ball because he was swarmed with Vikings.
I meant 6:25 left. 42-0 Mazama. Jaden Twaddell, with receivers to both sides of the line of scrimmage, going to air it out here. Twaddell back to throw. Throws across the middle, has a man.
Bounced off his chest and was almost intercepted.
Did not make the catch. Second down and 10.
That was one of those, you got to catch the ball before you return it for a touchdown. Mazama had that ball.
Klamath County Fire District 1 with an ambulance here tonight. Looks like they're going on a call. Being called away for they're always at the games as much as they can be. Go back to throw. Complete, but not for much yardage there at all. About a 4-yard gain.
I don't think
No, it was not complete. Check that. Matt Sharpen was the intended receiver on the play. Third down. 10, the ball at the 20. Mazama with a 42-0 lead. And this one. And it's starting to get nippy here at Viking Field. Receivers every which way. He'll go back to throw again, and it's picked off once again by the Vikings. That's 4 interceptions now for the Mazama defense in this game.
I turned the heater on for you, boss.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, baby.
Tyler Aguirre making the interception for the Vikes. As the clock continues to tick, 4:05 left third quarter. 42-0 Mazama. Tanner Wood's going to be up under center to play quarterback. Haven't seen him at that position all year, and the snap goes awry. He falls right back on it. So we likely have seen the last of Tyson Van Gastel as the quarterback tonight. Coach Vic Lease getting some reps for Wood and some other players.
Get some of the boys out there and let them play. It's homecoming. There's a full house. And
you got a 42-point lead.
And I have a pole right in my field of vision.
I know you do. Second down and 11. Wood hands it up. Few yards forward the ball goes. We may have some new running backs in there too. Try to get those numbers for you as quick as we can. Yeah, we've got some new players out there in the backfield. Not so much on the line right now for Mazama. Third down and 9 for the Vikings. Vikings are stacked up at the line of scrimmage right there again. Handing the ball straight up. I don't have a 23 on the Mazama roster. My apologies, but it's not on the roster. He carried the football the last 2 times for Mazama.
Clueless, man.
My old friend David Walker would say, well, that's the player to be named later, Randy. That's exactly what David Walker would say. He always had an answer for everything. Quite a man. 4th down 9. Tanner Wood going to pitch it to the near side. Vikings going to get some running room. Yes, they are. First down is Brandon Gailey. We'll get enough, I think, for the first, and it is, to move the chains with 1:32 left in the third quarter. Mazama enjoying their homecoming quite nicely, 42-0. I know that defensive coordinator Bo Fullerton, whose parents always watch and listen all the way back in Tennessee, have to appreciate the fact that we have the checkered Tennessee end zone scheme here going on tonight.
No, Tennessee has the Mazama end zone scheme going on. I keep telling you this.
But Coach Fullerton's pitching a shutout right now. We haven't had one of those defensively all year. Here's Wood on first down. And they'll stack it right up at the line of scrimmage. That's Trace Horton on the carry for Mazama. First touch he's had of the football from the backfield side. He's got all 6 PAT kicks for the Vikes. 2nd down and 10 at the North Valley 28-yard line.
One of the better kickers in the league, if I read my stats correctly.
Yeah, I think he's missed 1 PAT, and a couple have been blocked, but very rarely do you see him miss. 2nd down, Vikes go straight up the middle and a big, big hole.
The player to be named later.
The player to be named later all the way to the 14. Into the third quarter. I was trying to find out who the player to be named later was. They don't know in the booth over there either. So we'll go to the fourth quarter with the score: Mazama 42, North Valley 0. We're back in a minute.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Well, we know who player 23 is now. We'll get to that in just a moment. On first down and 10, the Vikings pound the ball up the middle.
And they gave it to him. What is his name?
Bodie Norlock.
Bodie Norlock.
Bodie Norlock on the carry for Mazama.
That's a name for a football player right there.
Reminds me of John Brody. Maybe that's how I remember
Could
that.
very well be.
Good old number 12. Gain of 6 for Norlock. It'll be second
He
and
was
4.
one of the guys on the sideline in the MASH football game movie. Smoking excuse me.
Going to go to the outside with a run. Another Mazama touchdown. Into the corner of the end zone, Trace Horton gets a chance to score 6 points there with the touchdown run for the Vikes to make it Mazama 48 and North Valley 0.
Brutal.
And Horton, I'm sure, is going to stay on to attempt the extra point kick. Homecoming, a big success here at Mazama High School. It'd be a good week for both Henley and Mazama. Henley winning last night 49-6 in their homecoming game.
Delay a game on the Vikings. You saw the one player just beating feet off to get off the sideline, but didn't quite get back soon enough. So
I think Horton's got the leg to do it. And
I'm thinking this is not a problem.
With the clock not stopped, they're going to let it run until he makes this. Then they'll likely turn it back off. Here's a long kick, and didn't matter. It's still good. Moving it back a little further, but no harm, no foul. 49-0 Mazama with 10:27 left in the football game. Will return in 1 minute on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Our fearless leader.
(49-0) our score at the 10:27 mark here in the fourth quarter. Running clock for the rest of the game. Boot deep, and North Valley to return to about the 25-yard line. I want to remind you, next week we'll be on the road, Hidden Valley High School. The HB Mustangs, the opponent. Going to be a good football game on that Friday night. Join us on CBS Sports Radio and TableRockSports.net. Remember, it's local businesses that keep the games coming for you, like Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Food for Less, Avista Utilities, Travel Medford, and the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Live streams and live broadcasts on the radio do not happen without sponsorship support. We thank them all. North Valley going to continue to try to get some points on the board by going with a spread offense on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, though. Look like they were in obvious pass formation, but they sweep to the near side, don't pick up much. And it will be second down.
That play right there just pretty much sums up their night.
They've maybe had, to the best of my recollection, no more than 2 first downs.
I concur. Like that word?
Concur is a good word. I like it when people agree with me as opposed to the opposite effect. Second down and 12.
I concur.
Receivers to both sides of the line of scrimmage. 2 on one, 2 on the other now. A man in motion. Back to throw. Twiddell throws, and it's incomplete.
Little high.
Through the hands of his receiver. The clock is now down to 8:34 left in the football game. Mazama will improve to 4-2 overall, 2-0 in the Skyline. Big game next week at Hidden. And then their senior night game against the Phoenix Pirates here, followed by the Canal Bowl at Modoc Field in Klamath Falls, the last regular season game of the year.
It's always fun to go to KU. I like that place.
3rd down 12, ball at their own 25-yard line. North Valley with receivers to both sides, slots to both sides, trips to one side, back to throw to Adele. He's got a man there, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds after the catch at about the 30. Only going to pick up a couple. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down and 8 from their own 30-yard line.
Warming up in here. I got that heater going for you. Can
Thank you.
that?
I appreciate that.
Betcha.
Brady Huff going to punt from his own 10. It started very early, and it just hasn't let up. Mazama has poured it on tonight, played well. Very few mistakes on the Mazama Vikings side tonight. High snap almost over his head, but the punter retrieves. This one's going to be caught by Mazama and downed.
Fair caught, bobbled, and covered up.
At the 38-yard line. So we're down to 6:48 left in the contest. And Mazama will get the football back one more time.
Student section's having a good time tonight. I hope you can all hear that out there.
We hope you're enjoying our TableRockSports.net website. It's .net website. One of the top live streaming sources in the nation for high school sports. Our outstanding website was created and is managed by Paradox Media. A big Table Rock Sports thank you to all of our friends on the pond. Couldn't do it without their help.
Absolutely
Their
not.
expertise.
And if you're going to watch this game later, you're on the YouTube channel, make sure you like us.
Yeah, get that subscription to YouTube. And, of course, when you're watching the game on a Friday night, go to TableRockSports.net, but make sure and join that YouTube site as well. Vikings keep the ball on the ground on 1st down. And we'll pick up
We're lucky
2.
we didn't drop the ball. There was a little bit of miscommunication on who's handed what to who.
I know as a coach, sometimes you get a big lead or you're on the other side of that and you're so far behind. You know, your concentration level sometimes wanes a little bit. It isn't as sharp as it used to be. Vikings are going to stop the clock and take a timeout, or somebody did.
I didn't see an indication.
Well, we'll find out who that was in just a moment. But it is 49-0. Mazama with the lead. I think Mazama did take the timeout there. And we'll come back after this 1-minute break on CBS Sports Radio and ClimateRadio.com.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guys! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed. From the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
49-0. Trace Horton picks up a few on a carry for Mazama to make it 3rd down and 4. With 4:40 left in the football game.
That was a nice run.
Tanner Wood running the offense now. Some movement on the line, but I don't think they're going to call that. We'll let that go. And it will be 4th down and 4 at the 44. Look at that. 4th and 4 at the 44 in the 4th quarter.
And it was 4:14 to go when you said that.
That's my new lucky number, I guess, for the night.
Buy a lottery ticket on the way home, man.
Yeah, you don't buy lottery tickets when you make as much money as I do.
You don't have to spend a lot of money. If you're going to win, you spend $1. All it takes is $1.
Vikings come up to the line of scrimmage. You're not going to punt it here. They're going to try to see if they can keep the drive alive with a first down. Tanner
Offside.
Wood. Yep, somebody jumped across. That's going to give them the first down by default, I think.
It should. Number 14 decided he wanted to move over the line before the ball was snapped.
And he did. 5 yards will give Mazama another first down here. 49-0 Mazama. They'll improve to 4-2. Likely will move up a little bit in the polls with a couple of teams up in the upper echelon of those polls playing each other tonight up north. Vikings inside the 45-yard line now of
Brody with the carry.
North Valley, and there's Brody Hubble. Down to 2:45 left. 2nd down 5 at the 45. Tanner Wood going to give it up again. Big run. First down Mazama. And what was his name again there, David?
His first name was Brody.
Brody.
I don't remember his last name. I didn't write it down.
I should have written it down, but I thought, what do you call that? That collective memory that,
hey,
my RAM is not working as well in my brain tonight as it should.
The smoking crater that is my mind.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Vikings keep it on the ground.
One of my favorite Bill Walton quotes. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. I remembered who said it.
2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2 as the Vikings pounded up the middle again.
Minute and a half to go.
Running clock since halftime. Mazama led it 35-0 at halftime, lead it 49-0 here. Tanner Wood takes a snap. Going to pitch out on the option play there. And look at that. Trace Horton pulled down out of bounds. There's a penalty flag. That was uncalled for there.
It's been a frustrating night for the Knights.
Way out of bounds and was pulled down from behind and brought down. So that will move the ball closer for Mazama. I'm sure that'll be a personal foul call against North Valley. It is. That does stop the clock for some reason with 1:19 left. Vikings will run a play here. I'm not sure why the clock is not running. Still hasn't started yet.
Knock on the wall.
Now, there we go. The official says, let's get this thing going. Vikings will keep the ball on the ground. Get it closer to the end zone, inside to about the 6. And we're down to a minute to play. Thanks to in-studio producer Dennis Langford on the radio side tonight.
Absolutely. He's the best.
Executive producer of Wynn Broadcasting CBS Sports Radio is Bob Wynn. And on the TableRockSports.net side, the executive producer is Joe Brett. Vikings run to the right-hand side. Horton will be brought down. I don't think the Vikings are going to run another play. Nope, they're walking off the field here with 24 seconds left. And this one is history. The Mazama Vikings have pitched their first shutout of the football season, a 49-0 win over the North Valley Knights here in Klamath Falls at Viking Field. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.